What is up, everyone? It has been such a long time since I have gone live for an actual show. My man Jem in the house, in his new house. What's up, Jem?
That's right, baby. Live from the arcade. What's going on?
It is. Look, you're in the arcade there. I haven't done this in such a long time, gone live, like, and it not being an auction.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm super excited about this. The only disappointing thing is the survey doesn't work.
So the
But
whole reason why we're here.
the whole reason why we're here. But the good news is we can still go over the list, which was the point too. I wanted to go over the list so everybody knew what was going on. I wanted to hear your feedback because when the list is, when everything is finally up, running, and working, and we do have a top 10 officially, you're going to be part of that live show, right? Like,
Yeah. I mean,
we're
as
going to
long
go
as
over it. I'm
as long
hoping
as
that
I'm
you, Benny, Jay,
yeah.
Matt, kind of like that core MCU show, Disney Plus show group, and just go
Mm-hmm.
over the top 10, have some clips, and talk about them. So with that, we'll just start talking about it. So the first one I have on the list, and now, okay, so let me get your opinion before I even get into this list. When I say MCU moment, I'm talking chills, right?
Yeah.
When you say MCU moment, what do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to spoil my moment, right?
Well, we're going to go over the whole list,
Okay.
but you know that feeling that
My moment gives me that feeling, so I would
right.
say yeah, for sure. And there's a few moments that I could think of, like a lot of people have shared. How many total?
We have 30 items.
Right, 30 options on what could be a top moment. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and like there's definitely and I'm trying to set up a new survey now. The idea is for everybody to vote for 5. So we can get a good barometer because if you have everybody vote for 1, I mean, there's like
Right.
2 or 3 that that's going to be it,
Gotcha.
right? I mean, Cap picking up Mjolnir,
That's going to be a big one.
Avengers Assemble,
Right.
Snap. There's going to only be like one definitive number 1. But the more we allow people to vote, the more options they get. I think that's when you're really going to get a good idea of your top 10 and what people are thinking about. So, needless to say, there are no top moments from Phase 4. So, I know Jay's
so
happy every time the credits roll on a Phase 4 movie or show.
can you think of any honorable mentions from Phase 4 that could have been considered even a part of this voting?
I mean, maybe a reach, but when Doctor Strange, I did like when Doctor Strange used the ghosts as a cape. I thought that was cool.
What about the Easter egg thing from Multiverse of Madness with Fantastic Four and X-Men and all that?
Yeah, that's the Illuminati is probably a great Phase 4 MCU moment. But
Yeah.
oh, you know what? The Spider-Man. Somebody said it. Hold on. 3 Chinmo. 3 Spideys on screen.
That's big.
That's your biggest MCU moment of Phase 4.
Shout out to my man DJ Links and the Butcher and Javier Pedraza. Shout out to everybody in the
A
chat.
lot of DJ Link's in the house. The Butcher was in here. He'll probably be popping in and out. Michael the Beast Benson, he's always in here. But yeah, other than that Spider-Man, like Phase 4, I don't think White Vision is really a moment. I mean, I'm trying to find a Wanda moment because she's been so impactful in this specific phase.
Well, Agatha explains it all, but I mean, you're not going to beat more serious moments.
I don't know. Yeah, like those aren't getting chill. Like it was cool as hell to see Wanda's true origin, right, as a kid
Right.
and seeing all that. But like MCU moment that chills, nah.
It's not cracking the top 10 of existing moments type of
Street
shit.
Side's got an okay one. Wanda actually become. Oh, I'm sorry. BBB Hardcore Comics. Wanda becoming Scarlet Witch was a cool one.
Yeah, it's cool.
But it's not going to crack. It's not going to get in there. So first one on the list. That elevator fight scene in Winter Soldier. And there's a few Winter Soldier ones on this list.
Winter Soldier is like you have the crowd that feels like that's the best MCU movie. I understand. Everyone's got their own taste.
It's like right for me personally, I think it's like my number 2 or 3.
I think it always ends up in my top 5, but for some people that's the definitive number 1, right? And I get that. It's not my number 1, but I totally understand why somebody would pick that.
And that's a Russo
be a lot of moments. You know what's funny? I didn't know Bucky was Winter Soldier going into that movie. That reveal for me was the first time I ever knew that. And then I went back and I read because I was new to the omnibus. I went back and read the Captain America Brubaker omnibus.
I was gonna say the Brubaker.
So for me, it hit hard because I was like, "Oh shit, is Bucky?" Like I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, that movie has a few moments, and when I watched that movie for the first time, I was like, wow, this is good. When I went back like years later and watched that movie, I was like, whoa, like Winter Soldier is really good. Like,
Yeah.
again, like top 2 or 3 MCU movie. So it would only make sense that there's some MCU moments in there. How about in Endgame during the credits? You heard Iron Man's hammer hitting the anvil, like from Iron Man 1. When he was just banging on it.
Right.
We've got that on the list. And here's
That's
one.
a top. Hold on. That's a top moment though. What is that? The end in the credits?
During the end credit
No.
scene. Well, I'm not saying I'm voting
You're
for
done.
it, but this was nominated by someone.
No. That's not getting no vote. Sorry, whoever nominated it.
The next one on the list, though, is We Are Groot. That was a good one.
It was all right. Yeah, it was nice touching.
I don't think that's going to make the top 10, but I'll be real curious to see where that lands.
I'm not mad at the honorable mention of it. You know, I mean, it's a nice little moment.
Might just miss. And I've got one here, one of your favorites. One of your favorites, and you actually said this during the live stream with us. This was an MCU moment. And another Phase 4. Classic Loki raising Asgard.
Oh, classic Loki was my shit. It's not top 10 for me.
Really great scene. I thought it was.
No, for sure. That was a great one.
What's another one here? All right. How about chills, right? We're talking chills.
Chills and thrills.
Chills and thrills. What about what up, Steph?
What up?
What about here's a chills moment. This gave me chills. Spider-Man getting dusted in Infinity War.
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all of them. Black Panther. Who else got dusted? There was a few people.
Oh, you lost Winter Soldier. You lost Groot. You lost Star-Lord, Spider-Man. You lost all the Guardians, but Rocket and the Nebula.
So you know what's funny? I actually was on I did an interview with someone earlier, and we were talking about MCU and stuff, and I was talking. You know, Winter Soldier was his favorite, and I was like, I don't know, I really like Infinity War. It's like they really killed them, even though you kind of knew some of them had sequels, but they were like they're dead. The screen's black. Y'all gotta wait to see what happens. Whereas like BVS was like, don't worry, Superman's still alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Could you imagine if Infinity War dropped like that, like the year before the pandemic, and we all had
there was a long pause.
There was like a longer, like the movie was done. They were just holding out like they did with Black Widow, and we were just waiting.
Yeah.
That would have been bad. Okay, here's one of mine. Here's one of my top 5. I'm going to try to set it up so we can vote for 5. Thor going God mode versus Hela. I love that because that was the moment where basically he woke up. Odin basically gave him the speech. You didn't need the hammer. It was to, control your power or whatever, harness it. That's all the hammer was there to do, harness your power. Right. He's like, I'm not as strong as you. And Odin says, no, you're right. You're stronger. And then the lightning strike. And then he comes down and takes out with the lightning going crazy. The music was playing. That whole moment for me was an MCU moment. Chills through the whole thing.
Well, you're a Thor guy also. So
I am a Thor guy. So I'm a little biased. But if that moment doesn't give you like chills.
No, it was a good moment. Yeah, definitely. With the eye, with the electricity coming through it and all that.
Yeah. And that was just great to me.
I like.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll see if it comes on the list. But Jose Crespo, a friend from work, was a great line. I mean, I don't know if you want to call it a great moment, but I like that whole. So happy to see someone he knew.
Yeah.
I
liked Ragnarok, which is why I was so disappointed with Love and Thunder.
I haven't seen Love and Thunder yet, and I loved Ragnarok, man. I was in the crowd that liked that movie. I know that's kind of one of those.
It is. It's some people didn't like all the humor, but I think there was enough humor in Ragnarok. I think it was fine, but the movie was good. Ragnarok was good. I thought the movie, my opinion. I did not like this one. We won't talk about it. We don't want to spoil anything, and you didn't even see it anyway. All right, you ready for this one? I think you like this one. Cap versus Iron Man in Civil War.
You gotta love recreating the panel from the comics.
Yep.
I kind of thought, to be honest, though, I'm not really a fan of Civil War. I felt like Black Panther and Spider-Man were shoehorned in, jammed into that movie. I feel like the airplane battle was the only like redeeming quality of it, and I feel like that fight could have been more of a conversation, man. Like I can't really picture them fighting for that. He could be like, "Yo, he wasn't under his own control, bro. Like you need to chill." You know? I don't know.
Yeah, Tony was all running on emotion.
I know, but it felt out of character for someone who's a genius. You know? I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. All right, this one, Hulk slamming Loki. People love that.
Yeah.
That came up a few times from recommendations.
Yeah, I saw it in the comments. That's gonna make the top 10, I think. I mean, that was
see, that to me is just like, I don't know.
What? That's a top 5 MCU moment.
What? No way. Yes. There's no way that's
because it shows Hulk, like, you know, first of all, that stems out of another great MCU moment, but during that time in the Avengers with Hulk, you didn't know what to expect because we saw him rage out and go against Scarlet Witch and attack her and whoever. Oh, and Thor and fight Thor on the helicarrier.
In the first Avengers.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Not Scarlet Witch, Black Widow.
Well, Black Widow. My bad. Yeah. He fights Black Widow, or he hurts Black Widow, and he's uncontrollable. Later on, he changes, and then at the end, it's like he's on the team. He's a good guy. He puts Loki down for good in there, you know, with the Jax from Mortal Kombat 2 slam. So
yeah. This was recommended a few times too, and I'm not gonna lie. When I saw this in the theaters, I let out a big smile. Like I was smiling ear to ear, and the crowd was going crazy. And that was when Daredevil appeared in No Way Home.
No,
I agree with you.
No,
it's not top 10. People were going crazy, and I guess that's another phase 4. I guess that's another phase 4 moment. But people were going nuts.
I was just like, okay, they did Daredevil. What else we getting? You know what I mean?
Yeah, people were going crazy, loving it. All right, you ready? How about this? This was a big one. Avengers 1 end credit scene where they show Thanos.
Huge, game changing, especially because they had already succeeded in post-credit scenes leading up to the Avengers. They delivered. Then they teased Thanos, and we're like, oh, shit. Like, that was crazy, man.
I can't wait to get this poll working because there's a lot of different opinions. I'm reading the chat, like a lot of different people doing, saying a lot of different stuff, which is good. That's why we got to figure out how to not let people vote for just one. How about in Endgame, Avengers Assemble?
Didn't hit hard for me.
Really?
I like that. I love how they brought everybody back. I needed that after Infinity War. I needed it, but I'm not really a big say Avengers Assemble kind of guy.
Okay,
I'm not that nerdy with it, you know.
Right, I'll be honest. I have 5 votes, right? We all have 5 votes. I'm not voting for that, but I'll be shocked if that's not top 10. Shocked.
No, I think it will be. You're right.
Let's go with Spider-Man's entrance in Civil War.
Terrible.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it. I didn't like how Tony. I don't like how they established that Tony Stark's been watching his YouTube videos and scooped him up, and all of a sudden, and he's here and he's beating the Winter Soldier, or he's going toe to toe with Winter Soldier and Falcon,
But he can. Spidey should be able to.
No, he should. You're right. And it was good banter between him and Cap from Queens, from Brooklyn. I mean, I just didn't like how they did it. They rushed it for me. When I always look at Spidey.
I think they did it a great way, in my personal opinion. Like, that's how I want the X-Men introduced. Slowly, here and there.
So my whole thing was, I don't know. I'm such a Spider-Man fan. When you're such a big fan of something, it's hard to accept these kind of things because Spider-Man always had his own corner of the MCU or of the Marvel universe, right? Kind of like X-Men. But in this world, he was just a little piece of the Avengers world, and it just didn't really feel right to me.
All right. I guess you won't be voting for that. I won't be either. How about the next on the list, and which is crazy because I just saw it, the Guardians of the Galaxy, the dance-off to kill Ronan.
Nah.
Oh, dude, when was the last time you watched that movie?
I've watched that movie probably more than any other MCU movie because that was one of the movies – when I first got onto Instagram. So it had to be, 2014, 2015 when that came out?
Yeah.
And it was one that I would just put on and have it in the room while I was just doing whatever I was doing.
That's what I do right now. You're telling me you don't get chills when he's doing that and he grabs the stone?
I think that's the worst part of the movie.
I'm not talking about the specific dance off.
Right.
I'm talking about the entire everything. Because he does that, he distracts him. Rocket puts the thing together, they blow the stone out of the hammer.
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Grabs it.
I like the ending. You know, it was the
You
comic
don't get
relief.
chills when she says, "Hold my hand."
No, Rocket Raccoon is the shit. Hell yeah. No. I mean, I like that. You know, it was one of those things. What is he? He's half human and half what? And everybody was questioning, how can he hold it? But you know, they all had the combined power of each other. They had the power of friendship. What was karate and friendship? What?
Dude, that gives me chills to this day when I watch the ending.
It's a dance off, bro. No. It was a good ending. I mean, yeah. I thought you meant the specific dance off. To be honest,
he sees his mom, but it's Gamora. That whole thing is emotional. I gotta go to the next one on the list. All right,
Guardians of the Galaxy is an OG. That's one of the best ones.
What it? Guardians?
Yeah.
Oh, that's I think my top MCU movie. What about Tony Stark? I am Iron Man. Snap.
Yeah, I mean, just out of respect, it's got to hit the top 10. Now, is it the number one? There could be an argument for it, and I can see people picking that as their number one. I think my daughter would pick that as her number one.
Really?
She's a huge Tony Stark fan.
Oh man, I mean, that's gonna hit the top 10. It has to.
Yo,
we've got the Cap and Black Panther running in Infinity War towards the fight.
You know what I like about that?
Give me chills.
You know what I like about
me hyped.
What I like about that is that it played off the continuity of how he ran in the beginning of Winter Soldier on the boat and stuff. First of all, I love that opening scene because, we want to see him have superpowers. He looks like a regular guy. So when they show that speed and all that, and then they, it's like a callback, and they do it again in Black Panther's keeping up with him because, of course, he should be fast as hell. Top 10 moment, though? I mean, I think it was a nice continuity thing. And it was
I'm going to say it's going to get votes, but that's like a hype moment, not that MCU chills moment, but it's a hype like, oh, here we go kind of thing. They leap over the water. That whole thing is great. I'm not voting for it, but I would not be surprised if it gets a lot.
It's just one of those things where they did what they were supposed to do and they did it right. You know what I mean? Like they showed
Russo brothers. I think we all need to appreciate them more now that they're gone and we see what we're left with. Like, taking the Russo brothers out of the MCU it's been a lot.
Those are the pinch hitters, man. They're not going to get on the first and second base. They're there to knock out the big movies. They're there for Secret Wars and shit.
Yeah. I mean, they did Winter Soldier, like
they did Infinity Saga, right? I mean, Infinity.
Both of them. We got Captain America. I can do this all day.
Which one?
I don't know.
The OG.
All of them? I have no idea. And then we got here. Okay, so here's the other big one. One of the big ones. This is going to hit the top 10, no doubt about it. On your left, top 10 moment.
I mean, it's a good moment. I don't think it's top 10 material. I mean, it could be a number 10 spot almost, maybe, depending on where everything else falls.
When he said on your left and a portal opened.
The thing is, Cap's got to be your favorite character in the MCU. And with everyone in the MCU, he's probably not the most popular number one. I'm sure people like Tony Stark, and then you have, a lot of other characters.
Spider-Man.
What's that? Spider-Man, Black Panther, whoever.
Dude, once the X-Men break in.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It's like some of those moments, it's like, if it was a Cap movie moment, it might be a top. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You ready? Here. This is one I'm actually voting for. The next one. This is the one, at the time of watching this movie, I don't think we realized how big of a deal it was and how awesome it was and how chills it was. Iron Man 1, the end of the movie when he's at the press conference, I am Iron Man.
Yo, but that's the recall at his beginning and his end.
That's huge.
That's a huge moment too, because I felt him on that. I think when we were watching it like the first time at home, I was like, that's what I would do. Like I would be like, I am Iron Man, motherfucker. Like that's what I loved about that. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. But that's was like he owned it. He's cocky. He's like it just fit him so much true to the character, and that's his style, that's his swag. It's so different from what we see with like Captain America. He wouldn't, he wouldn't brag and be braggadocious like that.
James, I wouldn't say Endgame sucked except for the final battle. I'll say it was good, but the final battle was great.
It didn't suck, but the time
Suck.
travel.
It was like for the fans almost. You know,
It was
it was a callback to everything.
How hard to top Infinity War was an amazing movie. I loved Infinity War.
Hell yeah!
It was just like it came after a strong movie, man.
Yeah, that's a tough follow up.
Yeah, tough follow up. But I don't think they failed though. I don't think it was a flop or a disappointment. Like there's other movies that have come and gone where it's like, yo, that like even with Thor, I haven't seen it, Love and Thunder, but people are saying like it was whack, you know, and
I was not happy.
Endgame wasn't whack. It's just kind of like cheap the way they did the time travel, and the final battle was amazing.
You ready for this one? This is gonna hit top 10. Star-Lord's entrance in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's gonna hit top 10. I think
you don't think so?
I like that scene, but I don't think it's gonna hit the top 10.
I do. I think it's gonna. This will be fun. See, this is why I wanted to go over the list, and eventually I'll get the damn survey working.
And then we see that. Then we see that scene from his perspective in Endgame, and he looks like an idiot. It's not with music, and you can't hear the song and everything.
He's dancing around,
like an idiot.
All right. This is one of yours. You only have 5 votes. Hopefully, if I can get this poll working the right way. You only have 5 votes. I'm going to say this is one of Jem's. Oh, no. Sorry, this is not one of yours. Later. But this one is Captain America says Hulk smash in Avengers 1. This isn't yours. I have one later that I know you'll vote for.
Right. But will I vote for this? If I have 5 votes, I don't think it's getting my vote.
No, I don't think this one's getting your vote. I don't think so. We got next on the list. This is a big one.
Yeah.
Thanos snap. You should have went for the head.
You should have went. Hold on. We're talking about
when Thor hits him with Stormbreaker.
Yo, that scene is hard to watch.
It is. He had him. He was done. He had Thanos.
Damn, and he just snaps too, and it's like crazy.
Yep.
Damn.
That is going to hit top 10.
Yeah, I think I would vote for that. I have 5 votes. That's got to go in there, man.
The Thor Ragnarok immigrant song opening against Surtur.
I probably would pick that over the Star-Lord one. The Star-Lord one is funny and quirky, but
I think I would pick Star-Lord over the Surtur one.
Well, you like that movie's your favorite one.
That is. And
the Surtur thing was dope, but they even played with the comedy with that too. But it looked great hanging from the chains, the fire, the music, that whole fast following the hammer with the camera scene. Remember
the cool thing when he starts hitting him with the hammer, thud, 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 and he going back and forth, like that was cool. That was cool. Cap versus Winter Soldier in the street. That's got to be the best hand-to-hand fight scene in the MCU.
Which one is it? Which one?
Cap versus Winter Soldier in the streets.
Nah, you know what I think? I think the best fight, the hand-to-hand fight, is Thanos versus Hulk.
No.
But Hulk gets his ass whooped by Thanos.
That is not better than Cap versus Winter Soldier.
And that's
all right, we got 70+ people in the chat. What was the better fight? Hulk versus Thanos or Cap versus Winter Soldier?
All right, so Cap versus Bucky was a more evenly matched fight. And then Thanos whooped Hulk's ass. But they've established how strong Hulk was. So to see someone do that to him was like, yo.
Even this is better than the Thanos verse.
And that's also where Winter Soldier's mask comes off, right?
Yeah, I think it is. That's how it ended, I think. That's where the fight ended.
Yeah,
this is better than the Thanos versus Hulk fight, in my opinion.
Goblin versus Peter?
Look.
Yeah.
They did do Hulk dirty. I will say that, too. I agree. And
he was scared ever since. Ever since that fight, he was never the same since.
No, and it's annoying. I got to tell you that. Very frustrating to watch Hulk walk around right now the way he is. See, this is, man, this next one is a borderline MCU moment because the theater was hyped, and this was Cap shows up at the train station to save Wanda and Vision.
Oh, that was a dope scene, though.
That was great.
What movie was that?
Infinity War.
That's how it's. Oh, that's it. Oh, that was one of the
Cap's entrance after Civil War, saving Wanda and Vision with Falcon and Black.
But I thought it was weird when she was calling him Viz. I don't know. That was just kind of cringe to me.
Come on, Viz. All right. Next, we've got.
That's exactly how I was thinking in my head.
So here, all right. So this one's for Benny.
Okay.
And another phase 4 moment. This probably won't get votes, and it'll be low on the list. But He Who Remains appears in Loki.
So you know what's funny? What if not? Maybe not now, but what if it's so crazy by the time you revisit this, Kang's a whole different beast at this point? And it's like, yo, remember when he first showed up and he was kind of chill and he was just talking, and then whatever we put, we're supposed to get some kind of villainous one, right?
We have to in Ant-Man.
Right.
Actually, I think Ant-Man is going to be a huge push to show what's coming. I do think that.
It's crazy because I don't really care about Ant-Man and Wasp, like the movie. Like I didn't really care for the sequel. The first one had its funny things, but I never really found myself wanting to rewatch it.
No, actually, I've rewatched it since having Disney Plus, and it was good. It was good, but I don't know. I actually think the second one might be better. I have to watch them again.
Really, but I hate those throwaway villains, right? Like,
well, what's interesting is you took one of the weaker MCU trilogies now, whatever you want to call them, and you're taking and putting one of the more important villains in that movie.
That's how you get them. But that's a smart tactic, though. I like that idea.
Do what?
Like, no. Y'all need to see Ant-Man 3 because Kang's gonna be in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like we haven't seen any images, just like the artistic one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious how they pull this off. I'm real psyched. I'm excited for Ant-Man just because of Kang. And the actor killed it with He Who Remains.
No, he acted the hell out of that whole scene. It was like a 30-minute soliloquy, man. Shout out Davis Ryder in the chat. What's happening?
You ready for this
Bronze
one?
Age nerd. I'm sorry, go ahead. What happened?
This next one is going to be a top 5, no doubt. I'm voting for it 100%. Thor arrives in Wakanda.
Right, with Rocket, right?
Yep, Rocket, Groot, Stormbreaker. That's a top 5. Could be even lower on the list.
It's like when you pull out the big Joker and it's like bong.
Yeah,
you pulled out the highest card that you had in the deck,
dude. But it's followed by one of the worst MCU moments, which is stupid Bruce Banner in the Hulkbuster.
How they didn't have him come out the Hulkbuster is beyond me. Like everyone knows that was supposed to be in the movie. That was such a missed opportunity.
Just, I don't know. That one always frustrates me. But Thor arriving in Wakanda is getting my vote. And here's another top 5, maybe top 3 moment. Avengers #1, the 360 view of the Avengers in the middle of the city.
Oh, yeah.
That's an MCU moment.
That's like something that's burned into everyone in this chat, and everyone who's watching this brain. It's like you'll always know that with the song. You know what I'm saying? The score.
Yeah, that's a top 5.
Yeah.
Civil War airport fight scene. A lot of people brought this up.
Yeah, no, I figured. I mean, it was a good scene. It was cool, hero against hero. So you never really felt like there was really any like stakes, even though War Machine, he got messed up.
Jay, we actually talked about this. This is the Star-Lord dance-off kill Ronan, that whole scene. See? That is a top 5 for me. I'm voting for that. No doubt about it. Let's go next on the list. We're almost at the end here, and
I feel like all my top 5s are going to come from Avengers 1 and Infinity War.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. With the next one, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All 3 Spider-Men on screen.
We'll see.
That's all you have to say?
I'm going to play the 5th. I'm going to play the 5th right now on that.
You didn't like that?
No, I mean, they did it for us. You know what I mean? They did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm flabbergasted right now.
They did what we wanted.
Use the word.
It got done. The job got done. I'm sorry?
Are you voting for that?
Nah, probably not.
After everything we've gone through, you're not voting for that? Everything we just talked about.
I have 5 votes.
You have 5 votes.
But we'll have to see. I don't think so.
All right, here we go. How about end credit scene of Iron Man 1, the Avengers Initiative?
Damn. See, that's not one that I would think of, but if I have 5 votes and I see that there, that's important shit, man.
That's huge.
Important stuff. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
That's right. That's a huge moment. I got to get the survey working. Oh, here we go. This is getting a gem mint vote right here. Bruce Banner.
Survey, man.
What?
What's going on with the survey?
It only allowed 25 people to vote.
But hold on, but you got the one with the 1,000, right?
I'm working on it right now. I'm not
But
complete.
do you want them to vote while we're live, or this is going to be up to vote until another live show?
No, we'll put it up to vote again.
Okay, so this is just the preliminaries.
Yeah, this is just kind of talking about the list.
Got you.
I pinned the other vote of the other survey, but I didn't realize like it wasn't working. But we'll get it going. At this point, I'll together next time. Pay like $20 to get a survey. I want to do this because I want to know what do people think.
No, we got the polls are the best, man.
Yeah,
you get a really good feel of the community, and it's not always what you think it is, man. People got a different taste.
Yeah, we've got 2 left, and I think these 2 are getting gem mint votes. Bruce Banner, that's my secret cap. I'm always angry.
Fuck, yo.
That's it, right? Are you voting?
Name something better. I mean,
I would name something better with the last one on the list, but that's got to get a vote.
Listen,
I've named a few that are better than that. Are you kidding me?
That scene, it's the first time he purposely changes into Hulk, and you're like, because the whole time I'm thinking, damn, like we can't really count on this dude to be a part of the team because he can't control it. You know what I'm saying? He's so powerful. And then when you see that he can control it and he punches that huge unstoppable thing and stops it, it's like, bro, goosebumps every time.
Every time.
That's crazy.
That's Thor's entrance, dude. In
Hulk
to Wakanda.
Oh, like, for you. Okay.
For me, like and the Guardians.
And I'm not even like a Hulk fan. Like I like Hulk. I like the character, but I'm not like I didn't grow up reading and watching Hulk. I was more into Spider-Man and X-Men, but that's was just
our
so
age
dope.
Group, though. Our age group is Spider-Man, X-Men.
Because we're 90s child, man. 80s.
A little older than us.
Yeah.
Is like Hulk and like the Bronze Age stuff.
Right.
They loved X-Men, right? Early 80s, late 70s.
Yeah, X-Men was still good because you had the Claremont stuff, but we were more into the Jim Lee and then the Liefeld and all that bullshit.
All right, last one on the list. And this is going to probably be number 1.
Oh, okay.
Captain America lifts Mjolnir.
Oh, it's a good one, man. It's a good one. It's one of those, I can't believe they did it. They teased it. Did they tease it? It looked like it lifted, but did it really lift? And they're like, it's like a callback to that from Age of Ultron. I feel like that's an underrated movie. It's one of my favorites. It has its problems. But anyway, callback to that. He can lift it. He is worthy. He should be worthy. What the hell, right? Like, that made so much sense.
Yeah.
Awesome scene, man.
Yeah.
And you know what I love about it?
It's not working because somebody just said the survey's working. It's not working because it only tallied 25 votes.
So has it already been maxed out or something?
Yeah, maxed out the second I posted.
Let's look at what the first 25 votes came in.
Do you want me to tell you quickly?
Yeah.
I'll give you. All right, let me see.
You can't pull it up on the screen?
I don't know how to do that.
Come on, yo.
All right. Oh, I could share my screen.
But just don't share your personal information or nothing.
I've got no personal information. All right, let me see. Let me share the screen here.
Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat. I've been reading and looking. Bringing
Maestro. So I've got 25 people that voted. So 125 total votes. Now, granted, this is just a very small taste test, right?
I don't even see it yet. Oh, here we go. Okay.
All 3 Spider-Men have 12% of the votes. And we've got Avengers number 1, the 360 view, has 9%. Edging right now, number 1, which again, this is just based on.
First of all, this was just a quick whoever got there the fastest because I'm not getting enough love on the best scene in the MCU.
But we've got Cap picks up Mjolnir just right now, edging out all 3 Spider-Man. But again, I'm going to throw up a new poll. But you have Avengers Assemble. This has got to be 4 of your top 5 right here. Let's see. No love for Cap shows up at the train station. 2% of the vote, Cap versus Iron Man. 1% of the vote, Cap versus Winter Soldier in the streets. A lot of zeros. The airport scene has 2%. Loki raising fake Asgard has 1%.
Damn.
Daredevil appearing in No Way Home, 1%. A lot of little ones here. Guardian of the Galaxy only has 1%. That's all right. Hulk slamming Loki is 3%. Here you go. Star-Lord's entrance has 4%. Star-Lord's, and on your left has 5. Star-Lord's entrance has more percentage votes of the 25 people than killing Ronan.
We need a bigger pool. We need a bigger pool of voters.
We do. We need a huge. I want to get 1,000 votes in. We got Thor Ragnarok. Wait, hold on. I just saw.
You got to make the poll and make it where we all can share it. I'll share it on my side and have people vote, and we'll try to get the 1,000. And then when we get the 1,000, we can go over the results.
Yeah. So we got Thor arrives in Wakanda.
We should do some type of giveaway or some shit too to, like, you know what I'm saying, make it like a fun thing as well.
All right. So Tony Stark, I Am Iron Man got 6%, and then Tony Snap got 5%. So that, you know, we've got essentially a top 10. Oh, we did have an other. You could write it in, but
waste your vote.
Yeah. So that's that right now. But again, that's only based on 125 votes.
125?
Yeah, because 25 people voted 5 times each.
Oh, damn, that's scary for 125 votes to me, though.
Oh, nah, we can do way better than that. I don't mind paying for a good survey website. If I have to pay like $20 to get this done, I think it's gonna be really cool. So,
yeah, for sure. Nah, it's an interesting thing, man.
This is DeButch loved the part in Spider-Man where they're cracking each other's backs.
Yeah, I'm not with that shit, man. That's
MCU moments right there. But that was it. Like, what do you think? You like the list? Do you think we missed anything?
You know what? There's no way to know if we missed anything. With how many movies are out now? 27 movies?
Oh, I don't know.
No, we definitely missed things. There's 100%, especially with all the Disney Plus stuff. I mean, we have random scenes in there. There's nothing from Moon Knight that would make it. I mean,
no.
Moon Knight was crazy, but I don't know. I guess
you needed Moon Knight for an MCU moment. Now, if anybody knows a good free poll or survey website, let me know. I'll use it. Right now, I'm using freeonlinesurveys.com. I think
DJ Links has it, man. See, we could have had DJ Links doing this, the background, like the program.
Oh, dude, DJ director. Links, hit me up then on something, IG something.
Yeah,
I have access to a paid survey.
Let's get a bigger production out of it, and we'll have fun.
Here you go. Here you go. Right here. 29 movies plus Disney Plus shows. I think they just hit 100 hours, didn't they?
Is it really 29? I feel like it was 26, like recently ago. But I guess maybe they banged out. Boom. 3.
DJ Link's got to hit me up, and we'll get this straightened out. All right, is there anything? People are dropping Killmonger with high ante. No Black Panther moments.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Except for Infinity War, running with Cap.
You got to have the high auntie line from Killmonger.
No Ant-Man moments.
That shit was cold, though.
That was a good fight scene, too, actually.
Yeah.
The Wakanda fight. That was a good one. No Captain Marvel moments. No Thor 2 or 4 moments.
Right.
Oh, or 1. Nothing from Thor 1.
No Iron Man 2 or 3 moments?
Nah.
No Cap 1 moments. Oh, yeah, I could do this all day. Winter Soldier had a moment. Civil War had moments. Yeah. No Age of Ultron moments.
You know that I watched that movie after you said something.
Watch it. Don't play hide the zucchini.
Something. And
Tony Stark says to Black Widow, "You and Banner better not be playing hide the zucchini." And I was like, "What?"
Wayne Watts coming in with a big MCU moment. Howard the Duck making an appearance.
Dude, what about Stanley as a watcher? Stanley as a watcher should be a.
That was actually good. But Michael Beast Benson's right.
Yeah.
The second Avenger movie gets a little too much hate.
I love that movie, man.
I think it's pretty good.
You see them as a unit. You see them as a team, busting up the bunkers. They're working together. I liked Ultron's design. He was imposing. Was he a little bit snarky? Yeah, but he's an AI based off of Tony Stark. It's like, what's he going to not be snarky? That would be weird. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I mean, I like it.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna defend Jay here. I don't know if there's anything Jay loves more than the MCU, but he's been very disappointed with Phase 4.
Well, look, when you love, that's what I'm saying about me with Spider-Man. When you fucking are really into some shit and they don't do it justice, it's how do you get behind that? You know what I mean? So
right, and I think that's why a lot of people are hating on Phase 4 because
we want to have good movies. We love these characters. Course. We want the shit to be tight. And we're disappointed when it's not. It's just
nothing. Let me tell you this though. Nothing in the first 3 phases. Not every movie was great.
There was ones that Iron Man 3. I was like, this is how you follow up Avengers. This is terrible, man.
Yeah, I remember.
Like there was plenty of Thor 2. I remember. I don't want to tell the whole story. We were out. We went to the movies instead of going out with everybody else. And then I was like, this movie is boring as hell. We missed going out for this. Like, damn.
Thor, you're talking about Thor 2?
Thor 2.
Yeah, I think Thor 2 gets a little too much hate too, but it's definitely like at the back end of the best movies.
What I hated the most about Thor 2, I think that came after Iron Man 3, which was also, right after Avengers. Where's everybody else, bro? You can't tell me that this big level stuff's happening and nobody else is showing up to help. That to me just didn't sit right.
In Thor's defense, none of the big stuff was happening really on Earth.
Nah, but he had that whole convergence with those portals and came and all that stuff.
Off-White Tim, this is actually on our list, and I think this is I think Jem is putting one of his votes towards this.
Yeah, that's going to be in my 5 for sure. Yeah.
Not mine personally, but I can't imagine Thanos appearing at the end of Avengers can't make the top 10, right?
No, I think that's got to make it. Yo, look at you said the Illuminati scene again. That's another one where it's like, they gave us what we wanted. They are 100% listening to what everybody's saying, and they're casting who we want to cast, and they're bringing back who we want to bring back. But then, they don't really do it to the extent that we like, at least not yet. But
no,
they're listening,
but
man.
Know what? That whole thing was a fan service. Do you really want Professor that actor playing Professor X?
I didn't want him or the other guy who I like, McAvoy. I like him. No, what is his name?
Yeah, James McAvoy.
Yeah, I like him a lot. But I don't know what I wanted for them. I don't really know, but it was cool to get that again and tie it in, and it makes so much sense with multiverse and all that. So
yeah, DJ Lynch is hitting me up, so that's a good sign. We're gonna get this thing going sooner than later.
You know what?
This is 100% correct.
Yeah, but what I was saying, I think I said Iron Man 3, but it was Iron Man 2 that came after Avengers. But same thing. That was the one where he was with the kid, right? In the snow. No, that's Iron Man 3.
That was the third. The second one brought War Machine.
I'm a big fan of the second one, and a lot of people kind of hate on that one a lot, but I like that one.
I think I liked Iron Man 2 more after watching Iron Man 3.
It's like, okay, Iron Man 2 wasn't that bad.
Didn't have Iron Man in it. It was like Moon Knight. It was Tony Stark the whole damn time.
Bryan Cranston as Professor X from Bronze Age Nerd. Man, okay, that's interesting. I just always I can't see Bryan. I don't know. I guess he's getting older too, man. He might fit the role more now than ever.
I wanted Bryan Cranston as Sinestro.
I don't think he looks strong enough. Like, he doesn't have Sinestro. Well, I guess Sinestro is kind of more of a slender build. And I think about it. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it. We are gonna definitely get this going. I'm glad I got live on here. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it.
No, for sure.
Matty Forge could not be here tonight. He wasn't feeling great. And Jay told me he couldn't make it, but he'd be in the chat, and he is. Jay, I'm assuming you're talking about Love and Thunder. I would imagine. God of Thunder, really. You read God of Thunder, right?
Yeah, I actually reread it recently as well. Hold on, God of Thunder, you're talking about the Jason Aaron Thor run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I meant Sinestro, not Mr. Sinister. Sinestro. DC.
Right.
Wait, hold on. I saw something here. So, a Black Widow moment. A scene that affected me greatly is in Black Widow when Natasha severs the nerve to fight Dreykov. Well, when she
you know what? I think my Black Widow moment is when Loki thinks that he played her in Avengers 1, and when she flips it on him, when he gives up the wrong thing.
Yeah. That's your plan.
Yeah, yo, right there. I remember that being like, man, that was a great scene for her. And she had a great scene in the intro where she's playing that Russian guy. Was he Russian? I don't know what he was. But she's tied up on a chair.
Held captive. And,
yes.
And who called? Was it? It wasn't Hawkeye. No, it was
Cap, right?
No, it wasn't Cap. It was what's his name? He died in Avengers 1.
I don't remember.
Agent
Coulson.
Yeah, Colton. Yeah, it was him.
What about when they had that whole Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Coulson's getting his brain worked on and he's in Tahiti or whatever?
I didn't even watch that. I can't.
I didn't watch any of the stuff later on when like Ghost Rider showed up and all that, man.
I didn't watch any. I watched half or 3/4 of season 1.
Yeah, I watched like season 1, maybe even season 2.
Did you watch? Did you watch Inhumans?
No, never.
No. The most Inhumans I watched was from Doctor Strange. That was it.
Yeah. Apparently, I don't want to spoil anything about the Ms. Marvel show.
Oh, I haven't even watched it yet. I'm going to watch it all together.
But really, I haven't watched a lot because of the move, because we have to finish The Boys, man. I haven't seen it since what's his name showed up. He was held captive or whatever. The soldier kid. What is Soldier Boy?
Yeah. Yeah.
When
The
he
boys
shows up.
are so good.
Yo, it's crazy, man. So
So
crazy.
good. I want to get the Omnis. I saw you and Tom got them. I'm like, what in the hell?
I think they're shipping right now, yo. I think they're out.
Yeah, I gotta order them though. I don't want it.
Hit up your boy Nikki B, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Bronze Age Nerd has a lot of ScarJo moments. Anytime she's on screen is one of my favorite MCU moments.
Yo, she held her own with a team of superhuman characters, man. Like,
yeah, she did.
She held her own.
She had a good fight scene in Civil War in the beginning.
Right?
Like grenade or whatever, right?
But I even like the scene where Cap tries to do the repulsor to Bucky, and Bucky goes to shoot him, and he shoots in the glove, and it's like, yo, he pulled the trigger for real, like at your face, bro.
I got to get the Illuminati on that list because that was a good MCU moment. So Phase 4 had a few good moments. I don't think any of them are going to catch the top 10 except Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, man, people, I don't know. People dug it. I mean, I guess I felt
let
like
me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this because I'm all about, too, the theatrics and the crowd, right? When you saw Spider-Man, did the crowd not go crazy when each one of those characters showed up on screen? But the biggest cheer, other than Tobey Maguire, was when all three were swinging together and landed next to each other.
Nah, I think because we got spoiled in the trailer with that, man.
Oh, see, that was loud, dude.
When I think it was like when Andrew Garfield showed up, it was crazy, right? And then it was a great scene. It's like, yes, they did it because we really didn't know. We had an idea, but we didn't. It wasn't really
confirmed. But we didn't know.
And then when Toby shows up, and then you're like, well, is he gonna suit up or what? And then like, oh, then he does suit up, and it's like, all right, bong. They're doing what they're supposed to do. So it's like I can't fault them for it. I just felt like it could have been better. In my head, it was better. I don't know why, but
Bronze Age Nerd. Yeah, people cheered for that too.
Yeah, because I mean, you know that's coming too. That's something that's like, you know, it's inevitable, right? Not to be corny, but
which one?
Miles is coming for sure.
Oh, Miles is coming. They're just gonna. Yeah. They just have to figure out a deal. I thought you were about to add the inevitable line from Thanos.
But that's up there too, right?
He says it twice. This was a huge moment.
Yeah, that was good.
That was huge. I loved that.
I feel bad because they did so many good things. They did such fan service. They redeemed him in so many ways to the point where everyone's like, "Yo, let's get that ASM 3 movie, bro. Let's keep that going." Toby, go do Spider-Man 4. Tom Holland, whatever. New Spider-Man coming home again or whatever.
Jay didn't like Spider-Man too much, so I'm gonna ask Jay. I'm gonna ask you a question. If Spider-Man had a little bit less corniness, like the cracking of the backs, okay, would you have liked that movie more? Because that was a full-blown fan service movie, and I loved it.
Which one? Far From Home?
Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
No Way Home. I'm sorry. The latest one.
Yeah, okay.
No Way Home. Because I know Jay wasn't a huge fan of it, and I think a lot of it had to do with the corniness. But like, if they backed off of that a little bit,
I mean,
that Goblin Spidey fight was amazing.
So Goblin costume redemption, but they kind of played Doc Ock, and they kind of played all the other villains and made them look kind of whack, man, like a joke, right? Which I guess is kind of what Spider-Man does in the comics, though, right? Like,
he's always kind of.
He's always making them look dumb, and they're villains in animal costumes, like.
Yeah, this is kind of, Spider-Man does always have that little bit of corniness to him, a little snarkiness, right? And all that, just a little, but it's much different. All right, here's Jay. I'm just not a fan of the multiverse and multiple variants of the same character. A lot of the parts of the movie were awesome though. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I don't know. I really loved it. I liked this, but it was my favorite Spider-Man of the 3. Actually, 2 was really good with Mysterio. I like that. I know you're upset. You don't like Tom Holland.
I gotta start doing some rewatches of some stuff too, man.
I think you do. You just relax. You sit down and you go watch some of these movies again. You go watch Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yo, I would run that right now, Disney Plus.
If you don't get chills at the end when Peter Quill's mother reaches out,
Guardians is a dope movie.
It is.
What about the sequel? I don't hear anything about the sequel coming out.
Because it's trash. That's not on this list either. There's no MCU moments. Even
Kurt Russell, who's the actor?
In it, he might be your father, but I'm your daddy. Even that line.
Oh yeah, they had good stuff in there. Yeah, the Yondu and all that.
Oh yeah, the Yondu. Yeah. No, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 cannot touch Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Like they're not even the same stratosphere.
Right. It's crazy.
I put Guardians of the Galaxy 2 at the very back of the MCU movies. 3, Jay, I'm with you. This is gonna be our saving grace of
the Adam Warlock stuff, yo, and Magus is gonna be in there. It's gonna be crazy, man.
This is our saving grace of Phase 4. And this is gonna sound crazy, but I think Ant-Man, and maybe I'm too optimistic, I think Ant-Man's gonna be really important with Kang. I think that's gonna be good.
So too. I think so, because that's but see, that's establishing Kang, but I don't think he's going to be the big bad. I think he's going to be around, but I think we all know it's leading to Secret Wars, right? So it's like that means that we have to have Doom. That means that we have to have different universes with important characters in it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe characters that showed up in an Ultimate Universe. So
what do you think about? We're getting a little off topic, but this is why I love doing these shows. What do you think about like maybe there's no mutants here because they're in a different universe? Like, what if an incursion happens and the mutants escape and make it to 616?
Right. We got to have incursions, right? That's crazy.
Have to.
You got to have trying to prevent incursions or killing the other side so that your side survives type of stuff, right?
Yeah. Vexer, you know what's funny is like you can definitely have Secret Wars without Cap and Iron Man.
Well, there's multiverses, right? So do we get Tom Cruise, Tony Stark? We can still get that.
Of course we can. They're listening.
Right.
But I don't think you could definitely do it, but how hyped I would be hyped if Tony Stark and Chris Evans shows up as, from another universe.
Or shows up as Human Torch. I think Chris Evans said he would even do it.
See, that would be cool to me. That would be cool. I would like that. That's the fan service stuff.
That would be literally insane, man. What if they even had him at the same time as Cap and as Human Torch?
That'd be wild. Just variants or whatever, all different shit. All right. That's it. Let's get out of here.
You know what, man? Just you can see Bucky as a version of Captain America from a different, multiverse.
Yeah,
they can do a lot, yo. Anyway,
that would be cool though if you had Falcon as Cap,
right?
You had Chris Evans as Cap, and you had Bucky as Cap from different universes.
Yep,
I think that'd be cool. But we'll see. All right, that's it. DJ Links, I'll probably hit you back real quick, and then we'll talk tomorrow. Anything else? Oh, I've got to talk really quick. We should talk Whatnot, right?
Yeah. Because
you're going back on Wednesdays. You're there.
Well, the thing is, I'm back on Wednesdays, but San Diego Comic-Con next week.
Okay.
So I already got a bunch of shows listed up. You could bookmark them. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be real nuts.
I've got Funkos on Monday night. I've got Ryan coming back next Monday, 2 Mondays. Next week is Funkos. The week after is Ryan, and he dropped off all the stuff, all the artwork. I wish I had it next to me. Crazy. And I'm ready, Jay. Melissa's coming Saturday too, Jay. She'll be there. Terrificon is in 2 weeks, so I'll be there. And I'm all booked for New York. I'm in.
We're good. So I'm going San Diego Comic-Con, C2E2. And then the plan is New York, Baltimore, Emerald City, right? That's the last con.
Great show. Yeah.
So we got that's the plan. We got to see how it goes. If San Diego goes well, then it's like definitely those. I think I'm definitely going to do Chicago and New York no matter what, even if just to go as a fan or at least just get. I have some stuff in the works with Iron Studios. I'm going to be on their live stream tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, and I'm going to be catching their booth because this is the first time they're having their own booth at San Diego Comic-Con. They're from Brazil. I don't know if you're familiar. They do the 1/10 scale statues. They did the Sentinels and stuff.
I like the 1/10s.
Yo, I'm in their ear about a Galactus, the same scale as those Sentinels, with Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, and maybe Comic Avengers. I'm trying to get them to do it.
If I don't know how well the Sentinel sold, but if the Sentinel sold well, why wouldn't they do that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So that's what we need to do. But licensing can be an issue. I don't know. I know that Fantastic Four licensing isn't all open, I guess is what you would call it.
So Do they do the 10 scale? Is that the company that just revealed or released all the 10 scale He-Man stuff?
Yeah, I think so, right? And just recently the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they got the Thundercats, the Power Rangers.
So the reason I like the 10 scale, like I love the quarter and I love the third, but
Yeah.
the 10 scales fit in these.
Yeah.
Like
No, and
there's
they made great
one right there.
dials, but to me, I don't know. I appreciate them, but they get cluttered looking for me. You got to really do it right with acrylic stands and stuff, you know?
What with the 10th?
Yeah, in my opinion, because like they make these big like dioramas. Like they have Avengers Endgame, literally every character you can recreate
Yeah.
the whole scene, but it looks kind of just like a big like Warhammer 40K board game or something at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to spread them out, I think.
You got
Like
to have
I
them on,
wanted
right?
to
Yeah,
get,
you got to have the right setup for it, man. Or
they
maybe it's
have,
not for somebody who collects 20 pieces and maybe just get just the Turtles, or somebody gets just He-Man.
So their Masters line, they have Skeletor on a throne in a 10th scale, and then they have Prince Adam with the sword up, which is cool as hell. But the only problem is he doesn't fit in the cabinet because he's too tall, because he's got the sword up.
Damn.
But Skeletor on the throne, they've got Sorceress. Do they have Hordak? I think they have Hordak too in that 10th scale.
Yeah, I feel like Hordak is recent and it looks awesome. Like I want to get them, but it's like, man, I don't know where I'm going to display them. They're actually going to have a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I don't know what it is, but hopefully it's something fire.
Are they going to do New York?
I would assume so. Davis Ryder said he might be there with an exclusive. I'll probably have an exclusive for New York for sure.
I'm working on an exclusive for New York because
you'll have a booth.
My booth is a 10 by 20 corner, and then I added on an extra feet, so 10 feet. So I'm actually a 10 by 30. And
so you're not doing any more mystery boxes for the end of the year because you got Terrificon and New York.
Yeah, my mystery boxes are, unless I come across a major slab collection, my mystery boxes are probably done through the end of the year. But I've got Ryan. You know Ryan, he did my boys cover, he did my Ronin cover. Yeah. He's at my booth for 4 days at New York Comic Con.
So I'm gonna be all up in there as well. Don't worry.
Yeah, so we're attached right there. That last 10 feet, 5 of it's mine, 5 of it's his, and we're trying to get an exclusive for New York and have it there with him at the booth, and that'll be available. We're trying, man. Fingers crossed. We'll see.
Yeah, Davis, you got to hit me up for sure, man. I'll be there.
Davis is gonna be at Terrificon too.
I'm not gonna do Terrificon.
That's all right.
We got too much traveling.
You're good.
Yeah. Too much traveling. We're already doing a lot.
Yeah. Yo, you'll have fun in San Diego. You'll have fun in New York. Always. Yeah. I already booked my hotel. I'm good. I'm ready for New York. I just got to book a U-Haul because it's a lot of boxes. Yeah. I've got like over 400 slabs, about 40 plus boxes. It's going to be crazy. But all right. Anything else you wanted to add before we get out of here?
Still doing the YouTube channel, right? What do I got? New comic book day reviews. Oh, I got some crazy statues. Actually, I got a statue I always wanted to unbox, from XM, the quarter scale Iron Man, like the comic version, because they never do comic version Iron Man statues. It's always movie related. And this one, always loved it, so I'm gonna have to do an unboxing for that. But yeah, man, same thing, same-ish.
Same thing, and it's summertime, so it's like all my videos have been CGC unboxings. Yeah. It's going to be tomorrow's too. Actually, my boy Ray from Carolina, I did an unboxing for him, and all the books are for sale right now. So tomorrow they'll be released and available. That's it. I'm trying to think if I got anything else, but that's it. That's enough. We're going to get this. I'm going to talk to DJ Links. We're going to get this thing going, and we're going to get the poll and the survey and talk about top 10 MCU moments.
Yeah. So we got to look out for it on Instagram or something for the survey.
Yeah, we'll
link.
put it on Instagram. We'll tweet it out, and then we'll do our thing. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Look at Jose. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching, Jem. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir. Peace.